Hey everyone, Turd Flinging Monkey, how's it going? So I saw this video the other day by Guitarman187-MGTOW called Working with Women, the HR Problem, Shit Test by Proxy, MGTOW, and after commenting on it, I was requested to make my own video on the subject. So that's what this video is.
We interrupt this YouTube video for a very special public service announcement. Do you work in a dangerous industry such as lumberjack, crab fisherman, or oil extraction? Well then, this video isn't for you. You see, you're in an industry where women choose not to work because it's not glamorous. It doesn't allow women to wear quote-unquote cute outfits, and it doesn't allow them to gossip all day rather than do actual work. However, if you work in an office, you are probably very familiar with the subject of this video. The female time bomb of complaints, harassment, and lawsuits known as the office cunt. Yes, they are. It's far less common, but you do see men display the signs of an office cunt, usually due to having a penis so small that they urinate on their own scrotum. And in order to get the approval of higher-ranking office cunts. I'm glad you asked, and here are 10 common behaviors to watch out for when working with office cunts. You are not permitted to walk quietly to your desk or office and get any work done until you've gone around the office and paid respects to every vagina that may have noticed you enter. Failure to administer an adequate salutation both when entering and leaving the office will result in a formal complaint from one or more office cunts. Do you have work to do? Trying to make your sales for the month and getting through your list of tasks for the day? Drop everything because the office cunt needs to talk to you, but only if you quote-unquote have a minute. And you better find a minute right then and there, because if you don't, you're not being a quote team player, and a formal complaint will be filed. Still have a job? Not for long, because the office cunt needs someone to blame for their own poor sales numbers or performance. And who better to blame than the man that's been doing better than her, i.e. you? This may not be possible if you work independently, but if you find yourself on any kind of team with an office cunt, be prepared to do all the work and give her all the credit, or else be prepared for a formal complaint. Helping out a coworker or friend isn't a bad thing, assuming those favors can be cashed in down the road when you need a favor. But an office cunt returns favors like a drug addict pays back borrowed money. When an office cunt asks you for a favor, you are essentially doing her job. Realize that this favor will never be returned, and further favors will be requested, also never to be returned. The only defense of this is to be busy at the time of the favor. Office cunts will usually ask whether or not you're busy before asking for a favor in order to eliminate this defense. Simply saying no will result in a formal complaint because you're not being a team player. You may think you're safe to discuss things with your non-cunty coworkers, but you'd be wrong. If an office cunt is within earshot and she can half-hear something that may or may not be somewhat offensive when taken out of context, she will file a complaint and try to get you fired, and even if you explain yourself and prove that you were in the right, often the manager has no choice but to go through with the complaint and reprimand you because the holy vagina must be satiated. One surefire way to get on the bad side of an office cunt is to be recognized for anything positive. If your boss is congratulating you, that means she's not the center of attention, and that makes you the enemy. Of course, she could just work harder and compete against you on merit, but it's much easier to get you fired and eliminate you that way. If you wish to thrive in the world of the office cunt, you must be prepared to suck up to her and do her bidding without reward or question. Unlike romantic relationships, office cunts are not interested in alpha male bad boys that know how to take charge. In the office, she is the alpha male, and if you don't take your place behind her, you are a threat to her to be removed, which leads to... The office cunt knows that she can't threaten you physically or intimidate you in order to remove you, but she makes up for this by using the company's human resource or HR department to get rid of you. Anything you say or do will be used against you in the court of formal counseling, And if you don't give her something to work with, she may resort to number 6 previously mentioned, and simply use her perception to file a complaint. If you aren't giving her anything to work with there, she may try to bait you into something she can use against you. When an office cunt wants to get you fired, and there is nothing obvious she can use against you, she will feign friendship in order to get you to lower your guard and give her something that she can use to get you fired. Finally, there's a defining behavior of the office cunt. The office cunt is, first and foremost, a drama vampire. If everyone is quietly doing their job and producing value for the company, the office cunt has nothing to manipulate to her advantage. She requires drama in order to eliminate rivals and reward those who are useful to her. Men are easy targets, but even in an office with no men, the office cunt will create drama among the women in order to eliminate rival women that she cannot control through her manipulation techniques. Men are their preferred targets, though, because they cannot defend themselves against a woman's accusations without conclusive evidence such as audio-video recordings or documentation such as email. Not everyone has the option of finding a new job, and as sexist discrimination laws force companies to hire unqualified women to positions over more qualified, more reliable, and harder-working men, jobs where men won't encounter an office cunt are becoming rarer. Here are 5 handy tips to keep your job when dealing with an office cunt. Talk to your manager. Learn exactly what is expected of you and do what is expected of you. Regardless of how casual and friendly others become, you must always be 100% professional. The office cunt may try to bait you into lowering your guard by making the first move. Don't be fooled. You have no friends at work. You are there to make money, not friends. When interacting with an office cunt, pretend you're being interrogated at a POW camp. Never answer personal questions, and answer work-related questions in as few words as possible. Be direct, and then shut up. The more you talk, the greater chance you'll say something that can be used against you. Do you like to take a break for a few minutes every hour or so to check your email or make a personal call? Make sure the office cunt doesn't catch you, because that will become, quote, all she ever sees you do, unquote. Barring a company policy against this, carry a voice recorder with you throughout the day. A video camera uses too much power, and a battery will be exhausted after only an hour or so, but an audio recorder can easily last a full workday on a single charge. If nothing happens, no big deal, erase your recording and do it again tomorrow. If something does happen, you have it all on tape. People in today's day and age know that emails can be retrieved and that they leave a paper trail. And they're more likely to rely on phone or personal conversations in order to trap you, because without a recording device, it becomes a matter of he said, she said. And having a penis means you will always lose that battle, but with an audio recording, you will be able to defend yourself. Be aware that once it becomes known that you're recording conversations, the office cunt will seek to force you to remove your audio recorder, perhaps getting an office-wide ban imposed, citing privacy or other threats. If your company tells you not to bring your audio recorder to work anymore, continue to do so. You'll be fired either way, but the office cunt will be gunning for you once provoked, and you'll need those recordings more than ever. In fact, under the belief that she's no longer being recorded, she may become careless and tip her hand. Obviously, once you use the recordings to defend yourself a second time, you'll be reprimanded for disobeying company policy and for bringing the recorder to work, and you may be fired anyway. So only use the audio if the consequences are truly severe. This concludes our in-depth look at the office cunt. As a final message of hope, if you make it to age 40, you'll notice that most office cunts have quit their jobs to raise families. And those that remain after hitting the wall don't command the same respect they once did. Their influence begins to sag much like their waistlines and titties. And you'll get the final laugh. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
And her ass was this big. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this subject. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.